my colleagues present here, Shri Anurag Thakur, Shri Dushyant Chautala, Shri Neeraj Shekhar, Shri Jitan Prasad, Navdeep Puri, who's also Navdeep Virk, who's also here as a guest, and the head of this Shantanu, as well as all the educational leaders and heads of various educational institutions who are present here. A very good morning to you, to this very interesting seminar, conclave, whatever you want to call it, being organized by EDUCOM. It's a pleasure to be amongst you. It's a pleasure for one simple reason, that I don't think we see as many educational leaders in one place as we are seeing. When we talk of education, it brings to the fore many things. And the first question that anybody should ask is, what exactly should education be? Is it just literacy? Is it just reading, writing? Is it just scoring 98% marks? Is it to qualify for the next exam? What exactly is education? I'm quite sure each one of us realizes education is much more than this. Education is a wholesome development of a child or a person who gets into this, to understand how the world would be, to understand himself, and to understand how to progress in this world. If we can bring that understanding, I think we are educating a person. We are creating a personality which is educated. Otherwise, we would be mired in many minor things in life which do not contribute towards being well educated. I studied in a school in which the school prayer was written by poet Rashtrakavi Maithili Sharan Gupta. And it's a very small prayer. Each school, each institution has prayers. And I've never forgotten the words which he wrote, because they've got a very deep meaning. And let me give it out to you, for you to understand what it meant to be saying this in a residential school every day for 10 years, where it has gone into your system. And I think that is what propels, and that is something which I felt is what was the essence of education. And this prayer went like this: Ishwar hame samarth bana de, tan man dhan ki shakti se, bane विश्व की सेवा हमसे, बने विश्व की सेवा हमसे, ज्ञान, कर्म और भक्ति से, हम में श्रद्धा और विनय हो, हमको कहीं न कोई भय हो, दूर रहे आसक्ति से, ईश्वर हमें समर्थ बना दे. That's all. And all those who understand Hindi, all those who understand the meaning of these words would realize how deep it is, what it tells you to be, and it tells you what exactly education is all about. It tells you, be educated, work for the humanity, do not be scared of taking the right decision, and stay away from various things that will distract you. Be focused. And if you carry on thinking about it, I think it gives a new meaning to how you should lead your life. And I think that is what you as educational leaders would like to do to people who come to you, people whom you guide, people whom you teach, people whom you teach so that they can go and teach other people. And to that extent, I would say that today there is a greater need for us to do an introspection of what exactly we are doing. And the reasons are very simple. We've got a very large population of various means. We've got a population which stretches from one end of the spectrum to to the lowest end of the spectrum. We need to educate everybody so that they can become citizens who will contribute towards the nation. Are we able to do it? What is the type of cost that is involved? Can we use technology as Shantanu brought out? How can we reach out to people so that we can make them better? Look at the type of educational systems that exist. A good educational system focuses on developing the mind of the child. Developing the mind in a manner in which the child is able to think, analyze, and productively contribute. There are many systems existing. A system which is good focuses on a school education which is comparatively cheaper, but devolves more on ensuring that the development of mind takes place. Children are allowed to think, allowed to question, allowed to analyze, allowed to collate, and allowed to put it forward to rest of their student community so that they can learn through the peers as well as from the top. And when they go to the higher educational thing and enter the colleges, that is the time that their minds are already in a mode where they are receptive to ideas. Compare it to what we have, and like Shantanu said, I think we are still existing in the last 2 centuries, I think. We haven't changed much in our educational system. The curriculum hasn't changed much. Minor changes have taken place. And therefore, I think as educational leaders, there's a great responsibility on you to work together to find a solution which is good for the educational system and which in effect is good for the nation. And that's a great responsibility that you have. I compliment Shantanu and EduCom for bringing all of you together. I compliment all the trustees for being on the side of Shantanu to ensure that we can bring about a change that will be good for our system. I've got no doubts that each one of you is convinced that a change is required. How that change will take place is something which you have to decide. How that will be sold to both the student community and to the decision makers is something which you will have to do, because nobody else is going to do that. And once that is done, I'm quite sure we will have a system that will stand on its own to contribute towards nation building. And nation building is important. Without that, nothing is going to happen. If we do not bring up our children, if we do not bring up our students who think of the nation as an entity, think of the nation as something that must be brought up, then we have failed in educating them. Look at how many of our institutions actually figure on the world map. Why do our students who go outside do extremely well at times? Even a student who is considered bad in India goes outside and gets straight A's. But then, does he contribute later on, or it does not contribute later on? The determining factor should be how do you contribute later on in whichever field you choose. And people in education like you, who have been there for many years, with much experience in how to go about education, have to look at how do we check commercialization factor that is afflicting the education system today. And it is this system which needs to be tweaked so that we can make it much more inclusive, we can get more people into the system who are able to then make the system work right down to the smallest village in India. That is where the expertise lies, and that is where probably technology will play a great part. With these, I once again compliment each one of you who's here. I'm sure when you go back, you will go back with bright ideas, and of course, you will share some of those ideas amongst each other when you are here during the course of your interaction with each other. Once again, thank you very much for inviting me, and it's a great hope that I see in you for changing the system that exists today. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.